not bad.
That's
And today is a good day because today is a raining day.
Oh, it's a rainy day
Uh,
today.
yes, because actually in Taiwan and continue to have a sunny day and very hot.
Mhm.
But today is rainy day, so it feel good.
It's different here in the Philippines. It's in the Philippines. It's been raining for almost the whole month.
Really?
Yes, I'm actually missing the sun.
Wow.
Even though it's
So
really hot here in the Philippines, I'm actually missing the sun.
wow, really? So in Philippines have a huge impact currently.
Huge
And
impact.
because I have a rainy is raining, so
Like floods and all. Like, are you talking about the flood? Is there a flood in the Philippines?
yeah, Philippines,
Yes,
yeah.
actually there is.
Oh yes.
A lot of places are actually under a flood whenever it rains. Drainage system here in the Philippines isn't that good. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
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 Anyways, have you had your dinner?
No, because I just back from the company. Yes,
Oh,
and
I see.
because I just prepare some training curriculums, and so I just yes, I just write the three the scenario for the role play, and could you please help me to review the grammar?
To review the grammar.
Yes, I just said the small articles for the scenarios. Yeah.
I see. The grammar from the last thing that we talked about. Is that right?
Okay.
Okay. So, um, grammar, which, alright. For now, actually, if you remember, we are going to continue with
Yes.
our lesson on extract 1, 2, um, up until 3 and 4. Can you still remember the extracts? Up until 5, right? Do you still
Yeah.
remember the conversations?
Yes.
That's good to hear if you can still
Similar.
remember them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So, since you can still remember them, let's answer the next questions, alright?
Okay.
Okay.
And what a popular as the speaker exposure what to the example
Can you
the
read it
three
out loud?
give cheers pro his case. And I remember he have a introduce maybe for example the two field. One is the pharmaceutical field and one is the computer.
I see.
And for pharmaceutical field, maybe it's for Pfizer merge a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the labs,
That's right.
small labs. Yes, yeah,
So,
and the second is then for is the similar is the there or the computer companies the merge the I forgot which companies. Yeah.
try to scroll down to page 7. I actually pasted
Oh,
the
H.
script so that you can remember the words that you wanted to say.
Okay. Oh, yes, the there, the map cover is the big then there. So that's and the Apple combined
Oh,
combined.
um, how about it's
Oh,
much better.
Cisco is a Cisco average one small business with six. Oh, so it's a Cisco.
That's right, Cisco.
Yeah,
Very good.
Cisco. Yeah, yeah, Cisco.
So, okay, let's first answer the first question. To be clear, because I wasn't able to understand most of what you said earlier, what popular myth does the speaker explode?
And they give us the two example. One is the fighter match the a lot of over 100 laps, And the second, and the next example is focused to the IT Cisco, and they have a very they merge the company is very fast. Maybe the average the one small business occur every 6 weeks.
Okay. So it's the merge. What
Merge.
your answer is that the myth or the popular myth that the speaker explode was the merging of AOL Time Warner and or is it for Pfizer?
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Just
Jackson,
yes.
I cannot understand it clearly, so I'm not really sure. I can understand the words that you say. I just don't see how it's gonna be. So, will it be fine for you? Can you write down your answer?
And oh, write down my answer.
Yes, please. I'm really sorry.
The speaker provide the two example, and the one is Pfizer. One is the for pharmaceutical field, and the next one is for IT field. Yeah, in industry, and the for one part, and it major is Pfizer the merge over thousand labs to supporting more and more bigger in the pharmaceutical field. And the next one is for the IT industry, and the Cisco, the merge, the many company, and very fast. The average time is maybe around the 6 weeks.
That's right. All right, wonderful. Okay. Now, the reason why I was having a hard time understanding it, it's because you started with Pfizer. So instead of saying Pfizer as the first one, you can say it as the AOL Time Warner merge. Your one, no, not this one. It's just that just like what you said, the pharmaceutical company merged and formed a successful alliance named Pfizer. So that's the first one.
Okay.
And the next one is with the IT as well. That was once just a small business and then merged successfully with the other public market 18 years after, and now they are successful. Things like that. All right. Anyways, I do understand your point now. Very good. Very good point. Okay. Now.
What does the speaker ask her audience to do? She draw an enlarge between backing up your hand disk and going to the dentist. Okay. And I remember he just asked the audience and how long, can I use how long? How long do they set their data in, maybe have a backup data?
How long do they have a backup data?
Yeah. Can use the how long? how long is for a time or a
Yes,
district
you can also use how long for the time.
or time? Okay. How long to back up their data in their computer or their hard disk,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe almost all of the audience say no, not say no, don't raise their hand, and but just maybe a little bit person have the have back up their data in their computer or the hard disk.
Mm-hmm.
So they just use the uh, let me and use this example to connect, make an appointment with the dentist is very important. Seems that is right.
It's kind of.
Let me check an article.
It's no, I understand your point. It's like you're trying to go off with how long does people usually save their data, or how long does they usually back up their data from their computer, right?
Yes.
It's just that I didn't get the connection from the dentist appointment. It was a little bit hard to understand.
I remember he said back up the data is very important.
Just as
And,
important as the appointment in a
and-
dentist.
Yes, dentist, and because maybe computer often to lose their data when we just work in the computer, and maybe he want to audience to understand they need to protect their tooth, and so maybe they need to make and book maybe make an appointment with the dentist is maybe
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Let me try and answer extract tree. Okay?
Okay.
And then let me know if this is the same idea that you have. So the first question is, what does the speaker ask your audience to do? So the speaker asks the audience to imagine, right? Or she'd like the listeners to think about what she was doing and what she is trying to say. So it's asking,
Yes. Yeah.
okay. So she draws an analogy between backing up a hard disk and going to the dentist. What's the similarity? So the similarity that the speaker was trying to say is that backing up a hard disk or our data in our hard disk is like a dentist appointment. We should do it, but we keep putting it off. It means we should do it, but we never do it. Do you understand?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay. So that's why she's trying to say that as much as possible, we need to back up the memories that we have or the data that we have from our computer so that we will never lose it. So she just compared it because it's something, a dentist appointment usually people don't go to the dentist unless their teeth or their tooth hurts, right?
Okay.
Unless they are in pain, folks or people don't usually visit the dentist. So what she was trying to say is backing up your data is just like an appointment from the dentist because it's something that we should do, but we never do. Okay?
Okay.
Unless something goes wrong. How do you usually back up the data from your computer?
No.
No, see? Do you usually go to a dentist?
Actually, currently, maybe the people not need often to back up their data regularly uh, because we use the maybe the cloudy
Oh, the
hard disk.
cloud.
So
That's
maybe
right.
we can use the data in every computer.
I see. But
So
maybe
yeah.
this, yeah, you are right. Nowadays, we have this so-called
So
cloud.
so maybe not to save our data anytime.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you just maybe ask Nick whether I have the backup. Seems not.
Yes,
Yeah.
since you don't have.
Yeah. I don't. Yes.
But anyways, the idea was to explain how we don't really look at those things. The simple things that we actually need to do, but we don't look at them because we usually have something else to do or whatnot. Or we think it's less
Okay.
important unless we lose it. Let's say, for example, a dentist appointment. My
Yeah.
dentist usually tells me that at least
Mm-hmm.
thrice a month you get to clean your teeth. Oh no, my dentist actually cleans my teeth every month because I have braces on. So
Mm-hmm.
I need to get cleaning for my teeth every month. But usually, not everybody does that. I mean, not everybody goes to the dentist monthly or thrice or thrice a year or 4 times a year. They usually just go to the dentist when their tooth
Mm-hmm.
hurts, right?
Oh yes.
Right. And we usually just think about backing up our data when the data is already lost.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what.
I got. Yes. I got it.
Yes, that is what the speaker is trying to say.
Yeah.
It's just like that. Let's say, for
Yes.
example, oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to say another example. It's just like that. It's like we're
Yeah.
not looking at the things that we're supposed to do before it happened, but we're just
Mm-hmm.
looking into it when it already happened. Okay?
Uh-huh. Because I feel maybe something is not happened, so maybe persons not very careless.
That's
Uh,
right. That's
yeah,
right. A lot of people will think about it. That
but but maybe happen anything they just say why me? Yeah.
I understand. I'm also like that back then. Before I entered college, I never back up any data from my computer. But when I took IT lessons or IT classes, I realized
Yes.
that backing up my computer is the most important thing to do.
Yeah. Oh yes. So Erin, do you have the backup your data anytime or regularly?
Um, I use I'm already saving all of my files on a backup hard disk. So I have a hard
Oh.
disk and then I
Oh.
have another hard disk
Yeah.
for
Oh
backup.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
So that if anything goes wrong, I already
Yeah.
have my file saved.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Very good. Yes.
That's right. But anyways, let's move on to extract 4. But do you have any questions with extract 3?
Actually, you know,
All
yeah.
right. Now let's go to extract 4. Can you read it out loud, please?
And the speaker introduced the subject of the competitiveness in three ways: a quarter, a joke, and a task. Which works best for you? Maybe I choose the one quarter.
The coat.
The quote, yes.
Oh,
And
really? Mm-hmm.
yeah, because maybe I feel maybe we have very formal representations and just the say the joke maybe it's not very fit uh, the situation.
Yeah,
But
because it's a
but
formal.
if the joke have a link, the story maybe is the it maybe is better. Yeah, maybe yeah.
I think so too. Actually, for me, if I'm going to choose around is a quote, a joke, or a task, actually, a quote for me is if it's something unforgettable, I will
Mm-hmm.
remember it.
Yes.
However, if it's not something that is really impactful, I will forget
Huh?
about it instantly. Do you know impactful?
Yeah. Impactful and
Mm-hmm.
effectiveness.
That's right,
Uh,
the effectiveness of the code. Okay, so for me, I usually like the joke and the task. I usually say that learning with fun, or if a
mhm.
child learns while having fun, the child
Yes.
is going to learn much better than a person who's just learning seriously.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Let's say, for example, the reason why I usually smile or laugh with my student is because when we're happy, it's memorable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I'm not saying for everybody, but for me, when I'm happy, it's memorable. So when I'm learning while having fun, it's something it's a lesson that I wouldn't forget, I hope.
Okay.
And the
Uh-huh. Okay.
task is, well, for me, if I just sit around and read the
Mm-hmm.
concept, I will understand the concept. However, if I don't put it in action, you'll just learn the concept, but not learn
Uh-huh.
anything else in it. It's much
Yes.
better to learn the concept and how to do it. That's where I can say that I not only know how to do it, I also have an idea or I also have done this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you want
So,
to add anything in? Mm-hmm.
so I just the thing and what which kind of the presentations and the speaker will use the task to present their, yeah, the story or maybe anything.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, I won't choose just one. I will choose two. It's a joke and a task. Okay?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. For
Uh,
you, it's a code, right?
yeah, code.
Yeah.
Often use a code, and maybe sometimes I can use the joke theme,
That's
but
right.
maybe have some story, and
Of course,
I
that
I
is
just want
from it, right?
I just want to deliver some tips, so I use this theme to deliver what I want to say. Yeah,
Wonderful choice. Wonderful choice. Very good. Do you have any
yeah.
questions with it, Jackson?
No?
Alrighty. Alright then. Let's go to number 5. How does the speaker show his audience that he really understands their business? How does he introduce his company? Okay, so extract 5. Do you still remember extract 5?
Uh, Not really. Yeah.
Try to read it,
Yeah.
okay? Just
O-
try to glance through it. Alright?
Okay.
Because it's
And
asking about it.
oh, a small business owner, your member can cash flow for ever, but it's hard to know just according to so he is the maybe he is help some uh, website store to export their business. So he make the advertisement for for their customers. Is right?
Okay. So he made an advertisement
Advertisement
to
for
introduce his company.
for their customers.
Mm-hmm. So that's how he introduced his company to his audience. Is that right?
Yes.
I understand. All right. Do you have any questions with it?
No.
All right. So, I am actually gonna paste you some ideas of the suggested answer for each extract, and I would like you to check them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna paste it to you. The answer. Here you go. Can you see it?
Oh, the speaker introduced the topic of the competitiveness by quoting the former chairman of RCA Records by telling a joke about it's four, so he use the joke. Okay. And the five, the speaker lets his audience know the understands their business by taking time to analyze the typical kind of problems they have to face.
Oh, can you see? Oh, yes, you can see it. All right. So it has the answer for 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the suggestive answers, but your answers were all right as well. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to read them one by one, or do you want to go on to the next part?
Okay. Sorry, pardon.
Let's go to the next part. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Please go to page 10, and there is a question here. Which opening in the 5 extract do you find the most effective? Can you still remember the openings? Statement?
And which page is 10? Is it page 10? Where is
page
the page?
10, that's right, page 10.
Page 10. Page 10. Okay. Oh. Okay. Which opening is in 5 do you find the most?
That's right.
Maybe I think the speaker want to get the audience the attentions from the maybe have a business in the website not very easier because they in the ocean of internet. So maybe they only is the one of the maybe is the 10 billion or the information in the internet. So they can provide the advertisement to catch maybe players' attention and help them to get more and more money.
I understand, Jackson. Now, which extract is that? Can you tell me?
So
is it from extract 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1?
Sorry.
Yes,
I misunderstood. Yeah, yes.
Let me explain again. So you're just gonna choose from the 5 extract.
I answered the arrow answer. Yes. Yes. Yeah. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Which of those
one is?
Just the openings, okay?
Yes, I know. I just opened and the one.
Try to review. It's alright.
1, 2, 3. Yes, maybe I like my favorite. I prefer the extra 3, and they use the backup to
Oh, I see. Extract
yeah,
3. Is that right?
yeah, yes,
That's right. Comparing, so comparing the dentist from the
yeah,
hard disk, right?
right. And
Wonderful.
maybe they will induce some maybe the audience will think maybe I needed to protect something, and I need to do something. Yes.
I see. So you're trying to say that with that statement, it makes you think of what's going to happen if you don't back up what you're doing, right?
Yes.
That's right. Wonderful, wonderful choice. It's actually my choice as well. I really like that. Doing an analogy, comparing two things that are very important that we usually don't look as an important thing, right?
And the second is I feel the speaker have the interactions with the audience,
That's right. That's
and
right.
not just the top
Talking.
down or what. Yeah, just talk. Yes, I feel maybe it's different, and maybe will catch the audience the attention. Yeah,
That's right, because they're interacting.
yeah.
So not
Interact.
only, yes, interact.
Okay, interacting.
Do you want me
Okay.
to spell that for you?
In INTER
That's right.
ACTING.
Wonderful. Very good. Interacting. So not only that the speaker is talking, he's also, or he or she is also getting the attention of his listeners, right?
Okay,
All right.
but can get the attention. Okay.
That's right. Do you have any questions for that?
No.
Let's go to number 7. So, some of the presentation openings you've just listened to are listed below. Write in the missing words. Now, this is fill in the blanks. So, these are the words in a box and fill them for A, B, C, D until H. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, try to do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
And let me know once you're done. All right?
Do you know that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know that? Could I ask you to raise your hand if you? And could you set to a partner and discuss? But you said is chance. Okay.
Said.
Because could you not use to you? Could you just
Take all the time you need. It's okay.
tend to? Could you? But you said maybe I just joke what it would be like to.
What was that? Can you say it again?
And could you? Okay, could you set to a partner and discuss?
Okay. Fine.
And just joke what
Just
it
joke.
would be like to.
Just joke.
Yes.
Okay. Letter E.
I think it was Imogen.
Imagine. Can you say
Imagine.
imagine?
Imagine. Okay.
Very good.
Let's common misconception.
Wonderful. Okay.
And my favorite no, let's set joke, imagine, misconcept. Can I use a like? Would you like? Could you like?
Would you like?
No, my friend. Did you? Could you ask you to ask you? Could you set just? I think it was. How do you like? So like is. So my favorite term about that is wow, it's very strange.
Okay.
Turn, okay. And how would you like to be able to?
Wonderful. Is that your final answers?
Okay. Do you like that? Or do you know that? How do you know? How do you like? Could you like? Could you ask your rest? Could you?
Okay, are you good with this or do you want to change it?
Almost similar.
Let's talk. Maybe let's check it, okay?
Okay.
So here are the answers. I would like you to check on them. So, number 1 is right. Number 2 is right. Number 3, unfortunately, isn't. Number C. Letter D.
C is
yeah.
turn.
No, is not. Letter E is not. Misconception is correct. Very good. Letter G is not. And this one is like. You have any questions with this?
And for C, what could you turn to a partner and the discussion? What the sentence means is.
It means you're gonna look. To your partner.
Turn is a look. So is could you look?
No. Turn is not look. Turn is you're gonna move your body close to your. Yes.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, you're seated near with each other. So when someone told you, could you turn to a partner and discuss? So you're going to look at your partner. You're going to move your body to meet your partner. Okay?
Okay. And why I can use the just a joke? What?
Just joke what it be like to doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. Maybe you can say if it's just a joke, no, it doesn't. It won't work. So just imagine what it will be like to. Okay. When we say just imagine what it will be like to, it's just you're trying to say that you want your listener to think about something that they want you or you want them to think about. Okay?
Okay. Can I use my favorite image, emerging?
What was that?
About maybe G use my favorite emerging about that is.
No, you cannot. However, you can say my favorite idea. Or
my favorite idea. Okay.
you can't I don't know if you have a favorite imagine. When we say imagine, it's you trying to visualize something that someone is saying. So when we say imagine what's let's say for example, Jackson, imagine what your mom is doing right now.
Yes, I remember I used my favorite food is Japanese food, for example, and so I just think uh, maybe I can my favorite at the noun in the sentence.
It's actually not. Favorite is an adjective and it describes what you like the most, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Imagine is a noun, don't worry. It's what we call as an abstract noun. But anyways, let's not talk about that for now. Any questions that you have?
No. No.
None?
None.
Alright.
No. None. Yes.
Okay. Since you don't have any questions, let's go to number 8. So write an ABCD opening for a presentation. So you need to write. You might give the presentation to the rest of your. If you use one more expression, is 7 to gain your audience attention. Okay?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So you can use these expression to gain or this expression A to H to gain attention from your audience, but at least use one, okay? So write an ABCD opening for a presentation and you might give and present it to the rest. Write a presentation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Write ABC presentation.
ABCD is your company, okay?
Yeah, ABC. Is the do you know and could you ask you to raise your hand? Is use this sentence.
Okay,
Right?
so that will be your opening. Raise your hand.
And did you know that did you know that
Jackson, don't
yeah
say
yes
don't tell me your presentation. Write it.
okay
Yes, I'm sorry. Are you tired?
did you know
Are you okay to write?
did you know that uh, yeah Marina, hello. Hello?
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, okay. Uh, Erin, could you please tell me how to spell the pollution?
Pollution. Okay.
Pollution, yes, air pollution. PUL. Oh, pollution. Okay,
That's
thank you.
right. You're welcome.
Do you know that the pollution is the I'm wrong.
Jackson, you're
Yes.
just going to make a presentation about ABCD company opening. I'm going to give you an
Yeah,
example.
opening. Not just use the
No, not using
opening.
not using the expression. Let's say, for example, an opening statement. Let's see, an opening statement from extract 3. So you chose extract 3 as a good opening, right? The opening for extract 3 is
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yes.
talk about you this morning, about data rescue, or what to do when a computer goes into meltdown, things like those, okay? So you're just going to explain ABCD or make a presentation about the company. Don't use the 7 expressions, just make a presentation, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how to make a presentation?
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Go on, do a presentation. We still have more time. Take your time and let me know once you're done, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you can do it. how
Yeah.
about, Jackson? We only have
Yeah.
few minutes left.
I just think I want to say I want to describe some situation and the impact. The air pollution is very huge impact for in the world.
How about I'm gonna show you some um, some opening presentation, and I would like you to look onto those, and you can do this as an assignment, and we're going to talk about them, or we're going to talk about what you will write on our next meeting. I'm gonna show you an example. Okay.
Okay.
By the way, don't write here. We are answering question number 8, not question number 6. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Anyways,
write to the long place.
it's
Yes.
all right. Anyways, I'm gonna give you an example. First example is I'm gonna give you is a presentation from Dale Andrews. Okay. So this is
Okay.
from Dale Andrews he is a professor at Boston University and occasional preacher. So
Mhm.
the presentation goes like, in the preaching moment, there is a limo moment in which
Mhm.
dawns. Just a second, I can't see it that well. Okay, which is dawn on you standing there that yes, there is something more going on here that I did not anticipate. You fed off the congression because black preach is so diagonal, and affirmation in the dialogue is a place where you locate revelation. Do you understand what it means? This is about this is about the audiences. About the audiences who doesn't really understand what's happening but will say yes to a preaching moment. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is what's happening. Dale Andrews' opening speech is this one. And as you can see, it will go to something as a preacher or the listener will always say yes, even though with liminal moments or things that they won't understand. And more going here is things that you don't anticipate. The speaker will feed you with congregation because of black preaching, things like that. But anyways, this is talking about the importance of your audience. Okay? Okay. Another one. Very simple words like this one. This is also an opening presentation by William Butler. I think like a wise man, but communicate in a language of the people. Now, this opening spiel or this opening statement, it means that these are for public speakers who use words that are simple. Okay? Okay. So these are opening spills. So in number 8, it wants you to write an opening, just an opening presentation for ABCD company. I'm not sure what company is this, but maybe you can use your own company. Okay? Okay. But for now, we're going to call this a day, and we will start, or we can continue this next Friday. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you for having me today, Jackson, and I'll see you next Friday. All right?
All right.
All right. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.